welcome to the Jesu Otaku anime review. I've yet to find any monsters in here, but today's review is about Harry Potter. It's about a witch's apprentice, bespectacled, gifted, and with no self-respect, who learns and grows in character as he goes on magical escapades under her tutelage. Yeah, he's Harry Potter, basically. Okay, so Watanuki here is a big loser. Actually, he's a little loser. At the very least, he's not a white blob passing for a background character, but having minimally detailed design does not help with warding off the spirits that continually haunt him throughout his daily life, because of his high spiritual awareness and magnetism.
Go away now! Leave me alone, will you? Come on, I'm almost there! What am I, the freaking Pied Piper? I was just going for a little afternoon walk, minding my own business. I could do without the company, thanks!
Is that haunting or molesting? I can't tell.
Get off! Please just go away!
Anyway, all of that changes when Watanuki sees a mysterious shop in town and decides to check it out of his own free will. There, Yuko, a self-proclaimed witch, introduces him to her eerie yet cuddly servants and informs him that he has now become one of them.
It's an exchange, you see.
Watanuki calmly informs her that he prefers to be unemployed.
Is this? No!
I don't accept cancellations.
I didn't want to be here in the first place!
But Yuko offers him incentive to take the job anyway.
But aren't you thinking it would be nice not to see them? You're thinking how great it would be if they weren't drawn to you.
No, I'm not.
I can make them leave.
You can do that?
So that is your wish, then?
Yes.
So this is a shop where wishes are granted at a price, and so begin the episodic adventures in Holic, which are split between morality plays involving Yuko's customers, and errands Watanuki must carry out for apparitions and spirits of myth and legend. And Yuko, of course. Along the way, he meets Zashiki Warashi and other candid demigods, and struggles to prove his love to the sweet like sugar Himawari, while getting annoyed with Domaki, who he sees as competition. Their weird faux friendship is probably the best part of the show, as Domaki is gifted with the ability to ward off spirits, and therefore protects Watanuki on a regular basis. He befriends him with the best of intentions, but their intentions Watanuki will forever misinterpret as he wallows in his own inferiority.
Oh yeah, Watanuki?
Wait, who, me?
Isn't it me?
Eat that, Domaki!
Aha, so you're a springtime baby, huh? I think that's absolutely adorable.
She thinks I'm adorable!
How about you, Domaki?
Mine's March 3rd.
Today at the Doll Festival.
That's so cute.
On the technical side of things, I have many bones to pick with the art and animation here. Actually, there are too many bones to pick out on these spaghetti people, who I feel like I could just easily, snap across my thumb if I ever pat them on the back. Even the supernaturally voluptuous Yuko. I mean, seriously, that woman should have spinal problems with a rack of that magnitude on that beanpole. And throughout the entire series run, I never got used to the tiny-headed, long-bodied creatures that they call people in the show. Or the way they move, either. Really fluid animation could have compensated for the bizarre art style, maybe even made it really cool, but the animation here is middling at best, and oftentimes slips into shaky at port. It's just unsettling, constantly unsettling. The music is wickedly haunting and appropriate, and compensates for the limited animation well in some episodes where it's dearly needed. Actually, the music is pretty top tier, especially when the mood calls for scary. The dub is actually easier on the ears than the original Japanese, at least to me, and this is mostly due to the soothing liquidity in Yuko and Domaki's voice work. It was wise of them to play their characters so rich and low, because Watanuki is the most incredibly annoying little goober I have ever heard. I'm not saying the acting is bad, because Watanuki is clearly supposed to reach that ungodly level of spastic that he does, and sometimes it's really funny, but more often, oh gosh, I just want to send him to that little internment camp in Japan where they keep all the school rumble characters so they can whip him into shape or something. Still, there's no big difference between the language tracks, so preferences will just split where they always do. Oh, one of these days I'll get to slam some bad voice acting, but not today. Now, the series really isn't bad for wasting time on, but the fact that I have to use the word wasting probably indicates how original or striking it is. Most of the adventures of Yuko and company are underwhelming and talky enough to turn a 2-minute neat idea into a 20-minute, well, what the heck was that? Let's just say that Yuko has a very particular way of looking at the world, and her routine cautionary speeches can become grating at best and childishly elementary or just plain stupid in a pretty package at worst. Occasionally, Yuko would state some grand moral that really rubbed me the wrong way, and given how much she has to say, I imagine that this will be the case for most viewers at one point or another. Mixed in with all these middling ideas, there are a few glowing gems, though, I can't deny that. Episodes involving a snowball fight with a snowman do the battling, and a shout-out episode to the famous short story The Monkey's Paw are a few of the gems. Still, I'm talking roughly an eighth of the episodes are really memorable. Holic relies way too much on these tired platitudes and more tired running gags like Yuko always being drunk and or hungover, and Watanuki going off on Domiki like a pasty white cherry bomb.
Don't be such a baby.
What did you say? Don't call me a
That's
baby!
what it
I
says
am
in the
a
note.
man! Oh, so it does. It's as if Yuko foresaw how I'd react.
You're catching on, Watanuki. Relax, I'm not watching you. Up. Be careful, your face will freeze like that.
Come on, now you were totally making that up.
It's a shame because we really want to know more about Watanuki's gift and what it has to do with the death of his parents, his friendship with Domiki, and most importantly his destined servitude to Yuko. It's something that's constantly foreshadowed but never revealed to even the smallest extent in favor of more Hogwarts-esque hijinks. Sometimes all an episode will have going for it is a fun little reference to one of Clamp's many other series, and if that's a draw, you know you're in trouble story-wise. So while there is fun to be had, the basic fact is that everything Holic attempts, the style and the spirit, or spirits if you want to get all punny, has been done much better in different shows with higher budgets. As such, while not bad at all, this is the first show I've reviewed that I can't honestly recommend. It's tearfully average in every way possible, a ghost, if you will, of what it seems to promise. Holic is available from Funimation. A second season called Holic K has finished its run in Japan but has not yet been licensed, and yes, it's more of the same, but I don't really know if it reveals more secrets about Watanuki or not. An OVA for this series called Holic Shumuki is slated to come out this year in Japan. The original manga by that famous female writing team Clamp is available from Del Rey.
All in all, Holic leads out as a visually strange and narratively exciting show, but it's a hollow facade hiding a frequently boring show instead. As I've established, my standard for good fun diversions is 2.5, so I have to slip it down into the ephemeral realm for Holic and give it 2. Shoutouts to other Clamp series.
I can't believe it.
Out of 4.